John, thanks very much for helping us out today and telling us a bit about Camec. Now, Camec obviously is the Central African mining and exploration company, but it's kind of a lot more than that. So maybe you could start off by telling us all about Camec.
Camec really, as you correctly said, is more into the mining exploration. But we also have our own transport division, over 400 trucks. We have some grain operations up in Mozambique. We drill for coal as well. And the shareholder is also involved in other companies, medical companies and oil companies up in Sudan as well. So we really are diverse, and they're looking at opening up a beef operation.
What sort of convinced you to go for Accpac?
Looking at the specific needs of this company, the diversity in Africa itself, I needed a program for many reasons. One, that could work over the internet, was user-friendly, was priced right in the market for us. And the big thing was consolidations. You and we are a listed company. I have to report to AIM. And for that reason, after our homework that we'd done, looking at programs like Exacta and even looked at Great Plains, Accpac really fitted the profile, what we wanted.
We sit here with a centrally hosted operation running 20, 30 Camec businesses on Accpac and then having to consolidate and everything. And it all comes from one central place, as I understand it, distributed via satellite into Africa. How's that sped up the reporting and the consolidations and things?
Because we're listed on AIM, we have a very strict regulation. We have to report within 6 months after our year end, which is 31st of March. When we first did it, it used to take us 4 or 5 months. And to give you an idea, I really believe that how Accpac and the consolidation sections helped us. This last year, we finished the whole lot in about 8 weeks. And that's 23 companies consolidated. And you must remember that the regional accounts are done in the local currency first, then converted to US dollars, then converted to IFRS, and then sent through our central hosting system all the way up through to London.
What's your vision for your reporting layer moving forward?
Keith, one of the things that we really looked at from Accpac's point of view is the fact that you're modular, and we couldn't put in everything at the same time because of the time limits we had. So we could put it in piece by piece as we wanted, which worked well for us. And now the accounting systems in, the controls are in, the consolidations, and it's correct what you say. And now we're looking at all the technical side where we want to build in the data on our stripping ratios. Does it tie up? Does our fuel ratio, the fuel we're using, etc. on the trucks, how's it linked back to the accounting side as well?
How's the training gone in places like, in the middle of the Congo where you've got 5,000 staff or whatever it is? How's it gone with the rollouts there?
Through the relationship, when you and I first met, we had built a relationship with one of the consultants, Actec, and they were pretty good as well. They gave us dedicated time. We had numerous meetings, which I called you to one or two as well. And again, I think it's the relationship that we built between ourselves as a customer, yourself selling the software, and Actec. It worked well. We were able to do the mine in the DRC, for example. It's a $220 million mine. It has huge processes, and the rollout went well, the training went well. We have a satellite link live into South Africa. And what we got right in about, I think it was 6 to 8 weeks, was very good.
Fantastic. Now, I do know that you guys sit here in your boardroom in Park Lane, London and Johannesburg and Centurion and try and invent new companies where I can't fit a software solution into. And I know we joke about it. We're now in aviation, farming, agriculture, ethanol, we're into medical. The suite that we've got from Accpac and the choices you've got, do you still see us as your only vendor in the future?
And again, Keith, what you and I discussed last time as well is that when I approached, I said we need to look at other possibilities that we can look at. And again, with the X3 opportunity out there as well, we have a choice of 2 or 3 options that we can build the models with you. But again, does it meet the stuff in Africa, which it does? And again, based on the relationship that we've built over the last 2-3 years, we've been able to meet some very tight deadlines on the rollouts. I think the important thing, Keith, is the reason Accpac really worked well for us is that we had different hurdles to get over. It had to be multi-currency, had to be multi-languaged, it had to work over the internet, and there's quite a thing between statutory accounts and IFRS regulations in different countries. And Accpac really met all those requirements for us. Quite simple, actually, at the end of the day. And then included in that, with the insight consolidations, it really met all the needs we really had to get done at the end of the day. And that's why also we were of the opinion that with Accpac and X3, they will meet all the solutions that we can either have now, need to meet now, or to the future where Accpac will take us. Because Camec, again, is growing so fast into Africa.